Hello, people. Welcome back. Welcome new subscribers and welcome back to existing members of this growing family. Thank you for all your love over the last couple of weeks. I am so in gratitude for everything that you're sharing, your comments and your likes and your new subscribes. Thank you so much. So today I wanted to talk into these beautiful Piscean energies, and I wanted to talk into the lull, because this feels very much like a lull, a real stillness at the moment. And yeah, I wanted to talk into that. I've made a few notes which are a bit all over the place, but let's see if we can build the field without making it complicated. So firstly, and most importantly, welcome new subs, Morning Star Prophet, nice to have you here. Kerry Reynolds, hello. And the Loki Goat Ash, nice. Right, gosh, where to start? Okay, so what I'm feeling into at the moment are two themes. And one is this beautiful stillness that's come in, this lovely lull, which has a profound depth to it, which is allowing people to do some really deep healing work, very, very healing work. And so one of the themes is around the unraveling of old contracts, coming into self-love and autonomous authenticity. Okay. And I found myself in the Akashic Library, like so much this week. The whole week has been a week of client work, of the unraveling of old soul contracts. And the vision that I was given was me standing in this vast library and a team of cleaners come in, all in spanking uniforms with all their cleaning stuff. So there seems to be, and why wouldn't there be? Pisces is 12th house. It's old, ancient stuff that's all being kind of wrapped up, all the hidden self being released. And I read a beautiful sentence this morning, puncturing the veil of amnesia. Oh, I love it. So that's one of the themes. And the other themes is what's it like to explore without obligation? And me inviting clients to explore, who are you without your past? And noticing how the mind pulls to the why, pulls to the whether it's even achievable, pulls to the but how can that ever be? So the mind, the lower egoic mind, comes in to limit that total expansion of, but who am I? Who am I? What did I come here to be who am I without my past, without all those tendrils anchoring me down, without all those behavior protocols? Who am I? So there's lovely big questions in the system. So this is the lull, the space between the Pisces 12th house ending and the bridge of the two worlds of the Pisces wrapping up and the Aries giving birth. We're in that space now. And I was having a chat with my team this morning, as you do, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was asking, if the soul is pure to begin with, then why do we need to inflict such pain upon one another? What is the point? And then I was shown the infinite awesomeness of who we really are and the earthly limitations of applying all of those codings of the universe in such a small space. And then I got the word training wheels. So my question to the system and to you is this where our training wheels are coming off? which raises the question, what is fearless creation? Not the JFDI, just do it, which is laced with the defiance for all that you've not and you haven't been, but just the playful, joyful creation without expectation or bottom line obligation. Okay, so sitting in the lull, bear with. I went to my card library, which is down here, you can't see it. And it's definitely time for new cards. I think it might be time to treat myself. And I reached for a deck that I never use, not even hardly ever, I never use. And the deck is called The Native Heart. Okay. I'm just saying, the first card out was stillness. So this lovely green is giving me the heart center, and all this water moving around. Let's imagine this is a lily pad or something, and the frog just sitting really still, really quiet in the midst of what might feel like chaos. Stillness is what we're in. Because what we're mastering and what is becoming very prevalent in all of my client work is it seems like there's this desire now to come into self-love. It's like we're challenging ourselves to get into a deeper space of love with ourselves. Alignment. Okay, so stillness and self-love. This energy is absolutely gorgeous. I was sitting, drifting yesterday, just gazing, and I checked in with myself, and the words that came back were, I couldn't be more content if I was on a beach in Bali. I just felt so content and gentle and pink, very pink. I feel very pink, whatever that means. So I shuffle the cards, and 4 cards pop out: stillness and self-love. These cards have never spoken to me like this. I'm sorry, I'm getting all sorts of flashbacks now. It's like I'm being shown how I literally pulled the card the other day, going beyond normal. So this is stepping beyond limitations, conscious creation, reaching a peak, ever guiding, ever loving, ever seeing presence of your soul self, welcoming you home. Soul Star Chakra is the 8th chakra. If you feel in with your hand, if you can work energetically, you'll feel where your energy comes in. Okay. So it's known as the 8th chakra. It is the chakra of infinity. Okay. So I'm talking this morning with my guides about the infinite awesomeness of self. And this card comes out. Soul Star is often known as the seat of the soul. Okay. And this is where I found the sentence about the piercing of the veil of amnesia. So when we work with Soul Star, we can access the Akash, basically, which is the library of soul contracts, soul experiences. So that. So what I'm sensing is coming in is this is opening up in the collective. So there are many energy workers who've been working through their soul star, stellar gateway. That's the gap between the two. So the infinite comes in through the soul star. It comes into the crown where it's grounded into the body, and the codings are grounded into the body. And strangely enough, the fourth card to come out, you can't make it up, is the crown chakra. So I'm not surprised that for all that to happen, we need the stillness of this beautiful Piscean self-love. It feels glorious, just so calm. So that's enough of the book. So I want to read into this because some of the challenges that are coming up with this invitation from the infinite self to come into alignment and to bring ourselves into a place of self-love where we can create through joy with no rules, with no obligation or responsibility. And there'll always be responsibilities, but this is kind of, it feels more free state, very, very light, very light. So what question do I want to ask? I suppose for the collective, what might be a good way to work with this energy? Sit still and belong to self. Sit still and belong to self. Some of the work that I've done this week, some of the client work I've done this week, brought into sharp contrast what lack is. And lack is the externalization of the hollow self. So everything we crave is what we haven't connected with. It's what we haven't plugged into on the motherboard. Okay, everything you crave is within you. I know it's a cliche and I'm sorry, but mechanically and energetically, it's true. All you need to do is to plug into that little bit of coding to release it into and integrate that part of yourself. So sit still and belong to self. Bear with me, that's going to be the title. Beautiful. Sit still and belong to self. Okay. Speak. There you go. No expectation, no obligation. Speak to us about this energy, please. Do you know what? I'm just going to read them. Okay, just notice that. The first time a clump fell out, my mind went, oh, that's too many. Creating without rules is creating without rules. So let's create something without rules. So, beautiful. 9 is that lovely number of completion. What have you learned? It's very Akashic. What have you learned? What can you bring through in wisdom? What can you teach others? What can you teach yourself? And all is in divine and perfect order. It feels so new. It's like in the personal, if I can share with you, I'm missing so many pieces of narrative. They've just gone. And it's just this complete zen, just emptiness. It's beautiful and pink. I'm very pink. Right, okay. I think it's time to start playing with the soul star. I think it's time to start playing in the collective with this chakra, because check this out. We had some big picture messages, didn't we, in the last couple of videos? It's like what I'm being shown is it's really easier. It's easier to get out of your own way when you're eagle high, looking at the bigger picture. Down here in the personal, it all gets a bit minutiae, it all gets a bit self-important, yada yada, noisy, lists, busy. But when you get right up and see the bigger picture, you see yourself as part of it, and you do this beautiful disappearing, healthy disappearing. God, wow, that's exactly what they're showing. Wow, oh gosh, yeah. See yourself as this. See yourself as this over the landscape. We are really being introduced to our infinite self. 6. Balance in the heart. Oh, Yep. That's been me these last 3 days. just dreamily gazing. It's such a beautiful energy. Even in the 29, I'm seeing it's like an Akashic audit. It's like, gosh, how do I explain it? It's like the audit is taking place with something infinite, with the infinite, rather than me chatting to myself. So dreamily gazing, I highly recommend during this Piscean phase. And I believe all planets are direct at the moment and will be until the end of April. So there's some beautiful supportive energy. This is a big one. I'm witnessing people in the realization that they loved me all along, I just couldn't accept it. So there's a beautiful transparency of, I knew it, but now I know it. It's like there's no veil between the mind saying, yeah, I know it, and the whole system going, I know it now. So how we accept love is being rewired. Because how we accept love is unconditional. And we've got some ways to go to get to that, but we're making really good progress. This is like it's like these 2 cards are like me looking at the recipe for free creation, creating without an agenda. If you're in your heart, then you're coming from a place of love and joy and truth and freedom and connection. And the spontaneity of taking that action will help the mind to rest, because the mind wants to plan it and know it and expect it and tailor it. But that, why are you doing that? Because I am. When are you doing now? How are you doing? I don't know. Completely new. It's just a complete dewiring of the program that has supported us to create with our training wheels on. Okay. Well, that was nowhere near as complex as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just like a Chrissy going all over the cosmos mess. But that was actually quite straightforward. So this time is looking like a very 12th house completion of old karmic contracts, which will involve several timelines. I'm seeing timelines just all come in at once with, you know, some people who've been doing a lot of energy work. So they're able to crunch all of those timelines and clear them all through. So I'm seeing a lot of timelines colliding and collapsing, just all getting ready to come. We're all getting ready to come deeply home, to self, back to the purity of the soul. And I'm going to invite you to just imagine what it's going to be like without your training wheels on. Because maybe the first thing you might need in that is permission to make a mess, to cause some chaos, to be dissonant, and to revel in the dissonance of your own authenticity. So another ending is the ending of the adapted child, the parentified child, where we adapt our behavior to please others because we're so desperate to belong. But the key of belonging is in here. You know, like I always say, if you build the inner cathedral, then all of your cravings get plugged in and you start to feed yourself. You start to self-nurture, self-vitalize. Okay. This is beautiful. This is a really, really big and very, very gentle turning point. Sit still and belong to yourself. Sit still and belong to yourself. So I wish you a beautiful end of the week, and a lovely weekend. And I will see you again probably next week. Yeah. I'm going to go and be pink because it gives me comfort. Lots of love. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment because I love chatting with you guys. I'll leave you with my love. Take care.